The psychology of deep thinkers. Have you ever had a moment when everyone around you seems relaxed, but your mind is still going? You replay something someone said, you think about what they really meant, you imagine what could happen tomorrow, and then you start thinking about why you're thinking so much in the first place. For some people, the mind doesn't just experience life, it keeps trying to understand it. And that's where being a deep thinker can become both a strength and a struggle. Deep thinkers notice things, a change in someone's tone, a pause before an answer, a small shift in someone's behavior. Things other people might simply ignore can stay in your mind for hours. You're not necessarily trying to overreact. Your brain is looking for meaning, and sometimes that ability is useful. It can make you thoughtful, creative, empathetic, and good at seeing connections other people miss. But there's another side to it. You can become so focused on understanding an experience that you forget to actually experience it. You don't just feel sadness. You start asking why you're sad. You don't just have an argument. You replay the conversation from 10 different angles. You don't simply meet someone. You start wondering what every little gesture meant. And suddenly, you're no longer living the moment. You're studying it. Psychology has a name for one part of this pattern: rumination. It's when the mind keeps returning to the same thought without actually moving toward a solution. You think, then think again, then come back to the same question. And the strange thing is, it can feel productive. Your brain is busy. You're analyzing. You're searching. But sometimes you're not solving anything. You're simply going around the same circle. And this is where deep thinking needs a boundary. Because thinking deeply isn't the problem. The problem begins when thinking becomes your only way of dealing with life. You start believing that if you understand something completely, you'll finally feel okay. But life doesn't always work that way. You can understand why someone hurt you and still feel hurt. You can understand why a relationship ended and still miss that person. You can understand your fear and still be afraid. Understanding can help you, but it can't replace feeling. And this is something deep thinkers often have to learn. Not every emotion is a problem that needs to be solved. Sometimes you just need to let yourself feel it. Take a walk, sit quietly, listen to music, talk to someone you trust, put the phone away for a while. Come back to your body instead of spending another hour inside your head, because your mind can take you into the past or pull you into a future that hasn't happened. But your life is happening somewhere much simpler. Right here. And perhaps that's the real lesson for a deep thinker. You don't need to become less intelligent. You don't need to stop asking questions. You don't need to lose your curiosity. You simply need to learn when a thought deserves your attention and when it doesn't. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me understand something, or am I just repeating it? That small question can create a little space between you and your thoughts. And sometimes that's all you need. Because a deep mind is a beautiful thing. It can notice, it can create, it can understand, it can feel deeply. But don't let your ability to analyze life stop you from actually living it. Think deeply when it matters, and when it doesn't, let yourself simply be there.